Hello, friends! I am Dracula's Monster, and I am here with my friends Last Grey Wolf and Rob Pacapatrol. We are back for another round of Magic 2014, and Rob's the saltiest man that there is.
So
He's a pillar.
Salty. I am
Salt
Lake
salt.
City. I am the Salt Flats. I am the
Salty
Salt
Flats.
You
Master.
laid backward on him, you would float instead of submerge.
I am Wise Potato Chips.
Wise, but what are wise potato chips?
Okay,
Got...
can I let me give you hold on before you continue, Austin. I'm sorry, but I just want to say we tried recording this once before. My computer blue screened, and this is part of the reason why I'm so salty. Here's something. I said in that last recording that will never air that I only random 2 decks.
And you randomed it again.
You wanna know which other deck I
black
random
and
this
blue,
time?
black
Yeah,
and blue.
I either random Masks of Dimir or Samurai. Like those are the two. Those are the two that
I guessed that one.
Yeah.
You made me think I got it wrong, but your computer actually crashed. So
Oh, okay.
Nick, we have the same deck.
Okay. Did you read the land?
I read the card actually because I have it too.
Oh, look
Hey, look at that! It's the same one.
It's the same thing.
That's silly.
That's
I
really
can't believe
Rob, tell us
that
more
I
about why
actually
you're
read it.
salty.
Oh, I'm real salty because, well, actually, you know, a whole lot of reasons, but,
Let's start at the beginning of the list. We'll work our way through, because I think we have some similar salt factor going on in some places.
Okay, so I got into the Titanfall beta. Actually, no, I didn't get into the Titanfall beta because they didn't send me a code, the fucking assholes, because for some reason my Origin account wasn't verified, even though I clearly verified. I have 3 games on the account with, like, hundreds of hours, or not hundreds of hours, but tens of hours on them, and apparently my account wasn't
Tens of
verified.
hundreds
So,
of hours.
whatever, like, it wasn't
Tens.
verified. So, there are dozens of us, but, so...
There are literally 3 or 4 of them.
But so...
There are literally groups, entire groups, like ambiguous amounts of things.
Numbers larger than
Of us.
1.
So Mathis gave me a code for Titanfall, and I'm really excited for Titanfall because Titanfall looks really cool, and I'm really pumped to play it. But I've just spent the past 4 or 5 hours before this video trying to get Titanfall to work because Origin just wouldn't fucking install the goddamn game. And you know what the problem was? It was DirectX, and the problem when I researched it was a problem that has been on every Origin title that uses DirectX, see all of them, and it's a problem since 2012. That's when I saw the troubleshooting advice as to how to fix the problem. Was 2012 was the last time that someone fucking tried to fix the problem, or 2012 was the earliest that I found. It's probably earlier too. And it's like I just if they want to like compete with Steam, yet they have the no. Who do
salt.
Which one of you guys do I dislike more right now?
The one that has the most E's and A's in their name.
I don't really care. You can hit me if you
E's and
want.
A's? Alright, yeah, fine.
If you need to get the salt out, just
I need to get the
you
salt
know,
out, Nick. Here you go, discard 2 cards.
beat me up.
I can be your salt shaker.
I don't
baby.
even care. If this, just a little cue to the viewers. I don't care about strategy this game. The salt levels in me are strong, and it also blue screened my computer twice trying to fix the problem. It's now successfully installed, but it did take all day, so I haven't been able to play it yet. I don't know why I even stuck with it. I only stuck with it because I want to play it, which is sad. It's really sad that I'm forced to use Origin to play this game that seems really cool. It's sad to me. It's very sad to me. I'm sad about it.
Okay, I have to qualify, and I'm not discounting your testament here, but just for the sake of the viewers, I do want to say that I also installed Titanfall, but I did not really have any problems. So I'm not saying that your problems are not legitimate. I just want to make it known that we're not completely all ganging up on Origin here. It's just unfortunate Rob's having issues. And
I am 100% ganging up on Origin. I want to make that clear as well. I think
Yeah.
Origin is a big piece of shit, and I hope whoever designed it is dead now. I hope they're dead.
Whoa.
Yeah. I hope they died in a horrific way.
like a
fucking dead
salt
fire.
laser.
Like I want
Oh my
want
goodness.
whoever designed it to have died in a fire, and what would have happened during that fire is they had to watch their wife and child burn slowly in the fire before the fire
Okay,
made it
wow.
their way to them.
That
then they
is-
died of the fire.
So it's like you basically ground up all the pieces of your limbs and fingers and stuff because they're made of salt and put them in a power washer and sprayed down the man who made Origin,
Yeah,
like
oh, yeah.
rending his flesh from his bones.
Pretty much, yeah.
essentially.
I can hear the creator of Origin now. I'm just gonna watch another one of my favorite YouTuber Alpacapatrol's videos today.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, basically ruined his whole life.
He's gonna just that picture. He has a drink on the table. His face is in his hand, like doesn't know what to do with his life.
Yeah.
Poor family.
Daddy.
You guys are playing the exact
His daughter
same
has no
cards.
idea what Origin even is. She's like 4. That's not fair to her.
It is fair to her. That's how it works in Klingon tradition. You pay for the sins of your father. Of course, the EAs are Klingons. I don't know if you knew that. You ever burp from water? It's weird, isn't it? Because it's not like it's not carbonated.
Yeah, but you just get a little air bubble in there.
Soda?
Yeah.
Speaking of air bubbles in water, I really enjoyed that animated GIF you sent out on Twitter that was like that man creating a bubble by punching
Fucking Aquaman
underwater. That was so cool.
I want to know how to do that.
really
If there's
cool. I
any
really wanna
useless
do that.
task that I need to learn,
Wait,
ever,
hold on.
it's
Now
that.
you're making me. I'm gonna like, suck a fat old dick.
An
I'm not
old
gonna-
one too,
Yeah,
not just a fatty.
An old
not
dick.
just a fat one, but
No,
an
I'm gonna
Aged
go
for your
look at.
pleasure.
So, excuse me, viewers on my channel who are watching a, like a low frame rate video, but I have a window open of my Twitter. And I'm
Porn.
going to find
Twitter.
that GIF. I'm gonna find that GIF and show it to you because it's amazing.
It's freaking amazing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The little fist pump he does is really cool too.
Yeah, he deserved it, I think, for knocking those rocks over.
He did.
Although
he did.
the rock on the bottom, didn't move. To be
I
fair.
know. It was awful.
Yeah, it was.
At least the commenters noticed. Otherwise, you know, he might have gotten away with it.
right.
It was painful
Fucker.
to watch, really.
It was
In all honesty.
painful. I
Okay,
cringed so hard I turned into a black hole.
Here you go, chat. Or here you go.
Reddit humor.
Look at that. Look at how cool
You
that
got a
is.
fat old dick.
Look at it. Look at it.
Look with your special eyes.
Isn't that so sweet? Look at that gif. He's Aquaman. He even he puts his hand out too, and then just like fist pumps. Like, yeah, that was badass. It's one of the most badass things I've ever done in my life. Because you gotta
I'm
fist
the
pump after you
man.
do that.
Do what?
Well, if you do something badass in your life, you gotta like fist pump or like get verbally
Yeah, of course.
excited.
No, I regularly fist pump.
Yeah, I pump my fist all the time.
I pump hard all day. I
that's
pump
pretty
up
gross.
and down furiously, repeatedly, until I reach
like-
a pump-tastical climax.
Churning butter, basically.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah, like fist pumping.
You got baby batter on the mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
just
What?
butter the baby.
I don't
Yeah, butter the
want
baby.
fist pumping and baby and on the mind to be in the same sentence.
Butter your babies.
I got baby on the mind. Baby.
How about a thought experiment?
Okay.
There can only be one: cookies, brownies, cake. Which of the two do you eliminate and keep one?
Oh, just tres leches cake. Oh my goodness! I think
you
I'd
know
say
what?
cake for that.
I'm gonna be with Austin too. I think cake, just because
You're gonna save cake.
I'm gonna save cake. Here's the reason.
Versatility.
Exactly. The versatility
Yeah,
of
I
cake
knew that's where you were going.
is
With it.
far beyond the versatility of either or. I mean, even brownies. Brownies are great, but I mean, the best thing that you can make out of brownies is hash brownies, and I mean, those are pretty cool. I've heard.
But think
But,
about like you would lose cookie dough, you would lose like the blizzards, the the Dairy Queen thing with the brownies in them. Like you'd lose, that thing you just said.
Mm-hmm.
But cake is still coming out on top for you.
I'd say so. Yeah. Because you could do so many things with cake. You have a fruit cake. You could have a not fruit cake.
That is really not where I would expect you to go with that.
What
Going for
is-
fruit cake.
Yeah, right
It's-
to fruitcake.
That is like
It-
the worst example of cake.
Yeah, that's like not even a cake. You probably have to eliminate it just
It's like a Yule log, right? That's
Hold
the
on here.
fruit cake.
Don't
chunk
eliminate
of
my cake.
not.
I want you to eliminate my cake.
You can have your cake and you can also eat it. Maybe
No.
we'll discuss about that later.
I can eat it poo.
Eat it, poo.
Mhm.
I'll eat it.
The thing is, like, I actually do kind of agree with your argument for versatility. as it pertains to cake management. I would actually probably say that brownies would be a very close second for
Yeah,
me.
cookies are like the low end of this, I think.
But I love
Because
cookies too. They're
cookies are good, but cookies you can have you can totally fuck up a brownie and it'll still be
still
better.
want to eat the shit out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was mean, Rob. Why did you do that?
I've done it too. I've burned the bottom of brownies
I
before,
did
and
it
it's
mainly because you're gonna kill Nick soon, and I am in a position where I'd rather have the status quo with all 3 players on the field.
Oh, is that gonna do that thing?
I don't even care.
Oh, okay, it didn't do the thing. I was
What
really
was
worried
the
it was gonna do the thing. If you do enough lands, I think it destroys all creatures.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it does do that.
You could have saved that since I saved you from death, Nick.
No, I'm just gonna lose. I didn't even get to play this game.
No, I can't kill you anymore.
Yeah, you can't do it anymore. Wait, what?
I don't
Wait. Nick, you got only they have
know.
exalted.
Wild card.
They have exalted though.
Wild card.
God damn it, Nick!
Nick's
Play
wild card.
the angry comments, Nick. Think about the angry comments.
All of the
Fuck your
comments.
logic and reason.
Yeah.
So, next question. Would you rather talk about Twitch plays Pokemon or Total Biscuit being attacked by YouTube again?
Let's do both at the same time.
Yeah. So did you hear about that?
How?
I can't do it. Yeah, I was trying to think of a way to do it, but
Nah, it's pretty tough.
yeah.
But
it's tough.
see, this is why we have to have a conversation about it, because how difficult would it be to combine the 2 together?
You know, I like
It is
the way you
difficult.
think.
We covered
Very
that.
difficult. Difficulty is high.
Well, that's a dang. Oh, it's not a bad thing though. It's an all right.
It's not that bad. It's okay.
It's an expensive card. I don't like it very much. It's too expensive.
Yeah, it is rather expensive.
So neither was actually the answer.
Right,
Oh,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
Not
totally, yeah.
just the way to
Yeah.
go about
No,
that.
no, okay, so the Twitch Plays Pokemon is amazing. If you guys haven't watched it, it's probably still going on by the time this is airing. Actually,
I'm watching it right
definitely
now
is.
while we're
Yeah,
playing.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really good. It's twitch.tv/Twitch Plays Pokemon. Nick doesn't like it, but I like it a lot.
That was the thing Nick was salty about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my thing. I was gonna actually say, like, I have some arguments of why I think that it's probably a bad idea to exist. And I don't know if you probably don't agree with me because we were kind of talking about this beforehand. But I think that the problem with Twitch Plays Pokemon is that there will be copycats, and there will be hundreds of them likely, because this is apparently generating money for the person who decided to do this at basically no effort at all. The person is not inputting or doing much of anything other than making sure the feed is still going. So if this word gets out, all of a sudden Twitch is going to turn into like a OnLive or Gekkai platform where people are very poorly playing a bunch of games remotely with a bunch of other people trying to undermine them, which kind of proves that, you know, groups of people are really no better than a random string of rogue AI arguments. So I think that's the opposite of what Twitch stands for. You know, there's no community involved, there's no discussion, there's no skill. There's not really anything other than just watching a game you might enjoy being played really poorly and arduously for a very long amount of time. So that's my argument against Twitch Plays Pokemon, but I do appreciate the novelty of it for 10 minutes.
I think that one is very innovative because there is a man now making money off of having 45,000 people or 50,000 people play a video game for him with no input on his part whatsoever, not even vocal input at all, and he's making money off
Right,
that.
so you're basically just using my argument and saying that's good.
Yeah, I think it's very, exactly. I think it's extremely
Good for him.
innovative, and yeah, it's good for that guy. Not only that, I don't know. It's kind of funny, and I don't think that there's necessarily like one specific thing that Twitch is or has to be necessarily. So I don't know.
Oh, you did a thing, and now it's really powerful. How did that happen?
Well, no, but I'm not saying that Twitch has to be a thing, but I think that people can't resist the appeal of easy money, no matter what that happens to come in the form of. So if word gets around that this is now the thing that makes people money, there will be thousands of Twitch channels with just some game on it that people go log in and play. Which is not, that honestly isn't the point of Twitch, I don't believe. It is not supposed to be a remote gaming platform.
Not
You agree?
necessarily. No, not necessarily. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily on the same plane as like an OnLive type of thing. I mean, it's more of, I don't know. I think Twitch has always had sort of novelty-based things. I mean, look at even like Death Roulette and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would say
or
salty bet's
bet.
probably the next
Yeah.
closest. Yeah.
Yeah, salty bet, like something like that. That's you know, that. I mean, it doesn't use a third party. Twitch plays Pokemon. Oh, don't do that. You're a butt. Ever.
But there's interactivity in salty bet. You know, people are actually participating together in something, and it's building community. You can't even chat in Twitch plays Pokemon. It's just people spamming A, B, start, B, 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 left, left. Like, there's nothing to say there.
Yeah.
So then is the next step that the dude that made this, is he going to make a second channel that's the place you chat about Twitch plays Pokemon and just, like, commentate about it? Or he doesn't even want to do that. So, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, true.
I'd be curious to see what the comments are regarding this concept now that I think this has been mentioned, because I don't think anyone seems to be thinking about it in this light so far. It's all been novelty sake. That it's exciting and, like, silly and, like, okay, I grant that. It is silly, it's fun for 5 minutes. But after the novelty wears off, you're left with a string of endless characters and a dude bashing himself into a wall for 5 hours and thousands of people being excited about that, and I don't quite understand it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm going to be the Scrooge here, and I'm sorry about that.
No, yeah.
The fun destroyer.
Fair, it's a totally fair, reading of what it is. So I mean, you know,
killed your card, but that was stupid.
And there is also the factor that it's like it's Pokemon, and like Pokemon's inherently something we almost all of us I think can sort of relate to in a way. So you know, it's just gathering around people, dicking around in Pokemon is just kind of a fun concept, I guess.
See, but now here's I think an important question. How much would you dislike the concept if it didn't have 60,000 people watching it?
Well, when I first found out about it, it didn't. I mean, I watched it when it had like 7. And then all of a sudden Kotaku and everybody started picking up the story that this thing existed, and the numbers have just been rising every day. So my opinion has been the same throughout, except for the 5 or 10 minutes where I thought it was kind of a funny novelty and tweeted about it. And then I kind of changed my mind about it a little bit.
Right.
It does also get inherently more chaotic the more people are there participating, which is also going to be interesting if this the channel gets partnership, which I think I may have heard it already did.
It does, yeah. It's a sub button.
Right. So then the next level is then he starts asking people to subscribe to interact with the game.
Well, I mean, he hasn't done that.
Starts generating shit tons of money.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's exploiting Twitch at that point.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, it's like the most scummy possible thing you could do, because you're basically providing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it could eventually do that. It hasn't, though, and I don't think he has any intention of doing that, it seems. So.
Right, but I mean, if you want to maximize the profit generated from something that will very likely just eventually dry up and go away, well, you can. You probably want to hit that.
Thank you, based blue land god. Sorry, continue.
No, it's quite all right. I'm not even in this Magic game. I'm literally waiting to die right now.
Yeah, it's fine. I can freaking block Rob now. Jesus. Fucking, like, sitting here getting beat the fuck up.
Any other thoughts on Twitch Plays Pokemon, or shall we move on?
I like it.
Sorry, I'm also making moves.
I don't have any arguments rather than just when I watch it, it makes me smile.
Yeah, that's fair. I overanalyze everything, though. It's my thing.
There's something about just trying to accomplish seriously, insanely mundane tasks in a video game that only require certain button inputs, and having it just be impossible.
No, really... I completely relate. I totally relate. I play games like that on my channel every day, so I understand.
Yeah.
Weird shit is my deal, so yeah, I get it. I'm just too cynical and salty about the business element of it is all. If this was something that was happening for nothing to do with money, then I think that would be a slightly different case.
Rob, do you enjoy being a horrible person?
I do, yeah.
Chittering rats.
Horrible person.
Yeah, I know.
Awful man.
Yeah, I know.
You guys should watch out. I might attack with my 1-3 at some point.
Yeah.
You may want to take me down.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's personally kind of harmless. He doesn't even run ads on it. It's just kind of funny. Like, I had fun just watching it and stuff. So I don't know. I don't think it's like that big of a deal. The Total Biscuit thing is pretty funny though. I will say that.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, that one is just. But it's like, it's weird. It's like the fun creators people seem like they don't know what life is. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they understand how anything works at all.
It's so weird. It's so strange.
Well, all right, so let's break it down for the viewers that might not know what the issue is here again. So if you guys might remember, there was a problem that we even talked about on this show before, where basically the day one Gary's Incident people got up in a big uproar with Total Biscuit because he provided some rather cynical commentary over their game and they did not approve. So they issued a strike on his YouTube channel, which obviously Total Biscuit, this is his primary source of income. He takes great offense to people trying to destroy his livelihood over what is essentially his freedom of speech, which I think is pretty rational to say, you know, saying bad things about a game. It's not necessarily slandering anyone, especially if it's true, which it was.
Stop! Fine, I just won't do anything then. Just win the game, Rob. Just win the game. Go ahead. You win. You fucking win. Now
so there's this game now, Guys of the Wolf.
I'm fucking done. This is bullshit.
Sorry.
Whatevs, man.
I'm sorry, but then I'm also not sorry at the same time because I'm winning a game.
Fuck you, I'm gonna go play Titanfall after this. Suck my dick.
I want to do that too.
It's so much fun.
Oh, man.
Is the salt drained from your bodies? May I continue?
Please.
Okay, so there's another game now called Guys of the Wolf that was, I don't know if we can say equally horrible or equally distasteful or anything like that, but TB didn't like it, let's put it that way. And the developers of this game were not appreciative of his commentary and followed a very similar train of events to the last issue. Only this time, they didn't even have the sense to understand exactly what they were doing and basically escalated the situation over the course of a few days to the point where they've now asked TB to please delete his channel and remove all tweets talking about the incident. And also if he reveals the email that told the world about that they would say that it wasn't a real email. So
yeah, it's so crazy. You just can't make it up. Like,
yes,
just...
I know,
it's hard to understand that it's real. Yeah,
they threatened getting lawyers involved, right? And then I don't know. It's just like it's beyond me. Hold on a second. I gotta kill this thing.
It's irrational. Yeah.
They threatened getting lawyers involved, and then they said a bunch of things like we're just gonna say that this fake email. We have lawyers. We're a big company. Blah 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 blah. And it's like what you realize that like emails are admissible in court, right? Like there's no
right.
It doesn't.
And
make
apparently,
any sense
TB already had a lawyer and told them like, "You will now deal with our lawyers," and yet they were just not dealing with his lawyer. They were just like trying to talk to him anyway.
Yeah, because they were trying to call his bluff, and then he's not going to fucking bluff because this is fucking livelihood.
It's like a horrible continuation of trying to call multiple bluffs over and over and failing every time.
Yeah.
Only there is a point where you realize you've destroyed everything you could have possibly made any career out of, and now you need to like call it quits. Yeah. They just keep going.
Yeah, no, they're going out with a bang, and the repeatedly hilarious bang.
And people have made an argument, you know, any publicity is good publicity. Check their Steam activity charts. They've had like 2 or 3 concurrent people playing the game at one time. 2 or 3. That is not anything.
Having a knife fight with TB actually probably helped the publishing of their game, or the marketing of their game. That is a really good card. I have never seen this card, by the way. The Necropolis Regents. This is really good.
No, I've played it a bunch of times and had it get killed immediately a bunch of times, so I mean, you've definitely seen it.
I guess at this particular... Oh, shit.
Man.
Shit's getting real.
Yeah, shit is right. We're going
shit
down.
Just got real.
Going down. Shit just got mega real, son.
Does that have trample?
It has do 2 million damage to direct target after attacking.
Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't have trample. Okay. Block your 7/7 with my 1/1.
Wow, good call.
Yeah. You know, at one time I thought that Mask of Dimir is a really shitty deck, and I still kind of do.
It's really good.
It's pretty good.
If you get like
you get
one
the right
guild
draws.
mage,
You need,
if you get like
the
one
guild mage,
yeah,
like the ability to, I guess people underestimate this, is like the ability to draw cards, to have card advantage is like amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you're also fighting up against me, who has had basically absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I couldn't get a damn blue land until like turn 9 billion.
Sometimes that happens.
I don't know. This is the saltiest episode ever, guys.
Anyway, we didn't wrap up the TB story, so it's essentially right now that they've put a strike on his channel again. That they're trying to get it dissolved. There's lawyers involved. Right now, it's all up in the air. But if they're trying to posture like their big 3 concurrent gaming population is going to go up against the multiple million people amongst TB's viewer base, I don't think that's really a thing.
Yeah.
He clearly is generating income to support all of his endeavors, whereas they are just trying to start up something.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand how they're even bluffing.
The main problem here is it seemed like a bunch of people who didn't understand the concept of leverage, because the two options, like they were threatening lawyers, right? And they were threatening a man who they didn't realize what the two parties stood to lose. By copyright striking his video, what they stand to gain was simply that one piece of bad press on their game, which probably would have still sold copies anyway.
Which already happened.
And already happened as well, would be out of the public eye. What TB stood to lose
on YouTube,
is his entire livelihood, his company, his like all of the people that work under him, including an esports team, and like his career. So they called a bluff on a man who had everything to lose, and it's like, well, he's not gonna fucking bluff. That's not gonna happen. If you want to, he'll go to court. Of course, he'll go to court. It's his livelihood. And because I don't know why this happens in American law, but also just fucking YouTube. Copyright strikes are a 3-strike system, like fucking baseball. I don't know how anyone thought in American law, well, baseball has some pretty good rules as to how to deal with outs. You just 3 strikes and you're out. That seems pretty fair. We should probably adopt that. That is a precedent in American law, and apparently on YouTube too. It's like, I don't know where does the 3? Why is baseball the penultimate, or I'm sorry, the ultimate fucking source of legal consultation? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's the most ethical game that exists apparently. Where's the equivalent to a walk? What if you get hit with the ball? What is the equivalent of that in the law system?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Because I think TB is getting hit with a ball right now.
Yeah, being multiple times. Just want to make a quick note, though. You used the word penultimate. I really wish that penultimate meant... Yeah, I wish penultimate meant ultimate, because it's just way cooler to say
penultimate. No, it should be more than ultimate. It
exactly,
should be one above ultimate.
Super
because it's really cool to say, and you never get to use it properly.
That's true, yeah. It is pretty cool. I also like epitome. Epitome is a good word.
Epitomy's fun, yeah.
Yeah, epitome. The reason epitomy's fun is because only one consonant separates 2 plosives. That's excellent. Like that's like that's like the best of words. You have the p and the t sound. It's just so much fun to say. Epitome. It's the best.
Epitome.
Epitome, yes. Epitome is still pretty fun to say because it still has the 2 plosives in it.
That's true.
Anything with any word that has multiple plosives, I like.
You can't be throwing out too many plosives though. We learned that in that one episode, like 15 episodes or whatever.
Dude, alpacapatrol, 4 plosives in it. That word fucking pops.
Alpacapatrol. Yeah, it really does pop. That's why you gotta have a pop filter when you say it.
Yeah,
mine has a lot of the opposite of plosives.
Yeah, Last Grey Wolf.
What is the opposite
of a plosive? There's 1 plosive in it.
Implosive?
Yeah. Well, there's
diphthongs
in
it.
It just sucks the air straight into your cheeks.
Yeah.
Diphthongs are cool. Just because their name is... Yeah, that's just the name.
Sounds like diphthong.
Dip. I thought it was diphthong.
Well, it's DIPH thong. So it's like it's like a diphthong. It's weird. It is.
It rhymes with dong.
It's when the girl wears the thong and it goes in the butt a little bit, right?
Yeah, dips into
pull it out a little bit. Yeah.
Dips into the butt.
Yeah, dip
the female wedgie. They like to call
pretty
it.
much.
Diphthong.
You gotta get that finger in there and you just loosen it up a little bit and you're good.
Yeah, you just loosen up the b-hole and then it makes a natural lubricant that makes the G-string a little bit
Wow,
easier.
that's not really where I was going, but I like that even
Guys,
better.
it took like to the end of the episode to make a poop joke.
I know,
What's
right?
wrong with
That's
us?
amazing.
We're all salty. We couldn't even
Yeah,
think
we
about it.
were way too
There's
salty
a
to
lot
make
of
poop
salt.
jokes. I'm glad we made it there in the end, though.
The poop is basically like in a kitty litter box. It's like
sorry,
all
the
rolled
pun-
around
Poop
in
heals
salt.
wounds. You know, you throw salt on the wound, it's awful. You throw poop on the wound, it's still awful, but it's not
Infected.
salt.
I just want to say you made a great pun there, Austin. I know.
I did. It was intentional.
Made it into the end while we were talking
Nice.
about inserting
Oh,
extremities into b-holes.
Right.
makes a natural lubricant, I hear.
For some reason, I thought you said Grey's Anatomy at the beginning of that. Grey's
Yeah,
Anatomy lubricant.
Makes dreamy.
We'll be right
makes
back with more
steamy.
Grey's Anatomy shortly.
You know what I've so I know that we're at the end of the video, and usually this isn't a great time to put anything like this, but I've mentioned this before.
The Northern Line Let's Play of Grey's Anatomy, yes?
Northern Line Let's Play News. I want it back. Can we have it back, please?
Can we please have it back?
Can we have
Lion, please?
The and
Why,
is Terraria
please?
coming back? When are we gonna have Terraria?
Terraria's been
again?
back, man.
Has it been back?
Terraria is back in black, son.
I started the Terraria series.
That's
this
true.
point.
Yeah. No, so the greatest combination of flavors that you can get out of chips and dip. Well, maybe this is pushing it a little bit too far. I don't
Pineapple.
necessarily think this is the case, but I always buy this when I see it, and I don't see it all the time, so that's why I'm excited about it. Is I have Tostitos corn tortilla chips with hint of lime. Okay,
I
so that's
knew
the
this was
first part. Number one.
Fucking guy.
Number two, Tostitos creamy spinach dip. Put those two
We
together.
had the same discussion about this.
You have heaven. I know. That's why
So
I
you wanna
mentioned
know-
it. I know. I've talked about this on Magic before. It's delicious.
So I had a couple of friends on Xbox Live who swore, like they both like did that that Brothers movie with Will Smith and the other guy that I can't remember the name. Or they were like, are we just best friends? Because seriously, they both said this at the same time, this chip and dip combination. Apparently, they both really love Doritos and sour cream.
Doritos
Well, that
and
makes
sour
sense
cream?
because they
Yeah,
make
that
the
does sound
taco
pretty
shells out of Doritos.
good. Yeah.
It's weird to me. The Doritos are. Is that not
Can
weird?
Can you get a bag of Doritos Locos taco shells yet? And just eat them?
Probably not.
I think did we make this
Just
joke
eat
already?
them.
Just eat them.
Eat a package of Doritos.
I mean, you could beat them and eat them if you wanted to be broken
You know what?
down
Actually,
into little
hold
chips.
on. Now that we're talking about Doritos, I have an important thing that I don't think I've ever
All right.
mentioned on my channel in
Let's
any
do
form
this.
or function.
Let's
And
do
this
it.
is very important. I've never
Let's do it,
understood
Rob.
this. So you got Doritos. You got the cheese Doritos, which are
Cool
the
Ranch.
classic, right?
Cool Ranch,
Well,
man.
Cool Ranch, yeah,
Cool
clearly,
Ranch.
easily the best Doritos flavor. And I think
Cool
anybody who
Ranch.
says otherwise is blasphemous. But here's another one. That I saw one time, and it's actually fairly popular, I'm told, is Doritos Tacos at Midnight. Is
Doritos
the
Is that a
name-
flavor?
apparently that is the flavor.
Oh, I've
So-
seen that. I think that was like a whole
Tacos
like
at
Purple
midnight.
bag.
Gig or something.
So I just wonder.
It's the
what
greatest
am I
cross promotion
supposed
of
to-
all time.
What am I supposed to like? What do tacos taste differently at midnight? Am I supposed to make some sort of an
dude, have you ever
association
been
in
to
my
late night
head?
Taco Bell?
Well,
Like
yeah,
Taco
but
Bell's open at like 2 a.m. man.
so
Fourth
then
meal.
that's the question: is are they trying to access my associations with being really hammered and getting Taco Bell by walking through the drive-through, or like
Yeah.
or do they think that there is some inherent difference between of the flavor of tacos dependent upon the time of day? I don't know, but
No.
it was always very.
I can tell you
confusing to
exactly
me.
what the answer is.
Okay.
You can't set up a Taco Bell in every convenience store across America, but you
Wow.
can have Doritos that taste like tacos at midnight set up in every convenience store across America. So you're exactly right in saying they're trying to access your concept of tacos at midnight by doing that.
You guys seen
That's
the
all it
ketchup
is.
flavored Lay's? You haven't had those?
I've never had a ketchup flavored Lay, no.
I've been curious. I've always wanted to try it.
Dude, Try it. So this ketchup chips are apparently like a big thing in Canada.
Yeah, they're in Canada.
Here we go again.
Fucking love ketchup chips. Canadians love ketchup in general, but they really like ketchup chips. I eventually, when I used to live with Cam, his girlfriend came down from Canada to visit him, and she brought him like 5 or 6 bags, like huge bags of ketchup chips because you can't get them in America. And I tried them. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I thought Canadian girlfriends were made up.
Well, I hear that if you die in Canada, you die in real life. I don't know if that's true. I think that might be a myth.
It is. No, it is. Yeah,
Really?
it really is.
Huh.
Yeah.
Surprised.
Yeah, you don't get that extra life like you do in America.
Huh. Yeah, that's strange. But yeah, no, the Canadian girls, she was crazy. Well, I probably shouldn't say that out loud in case she.
Too late now.
But I don't think she watches my.
Chalk it down. Cam's
What does that have to
girlfriend,
do with her
fucking
being
crazy.
from Canada, though?
I don't know actually. I don't think all Canadian girls are crazy. They could be. I don't know. I haven't met a lot of Canadian girls, to be totally honest.
We jumped the snack food segue so many times in the past 10 minutes.
Yeah. Snack food segue. Now sponsored by Tostitos and Magic the Gathering.
Snack food
Subway.
If you're not snacking while you're on a Segway, you've never lived.
I always wanted to drive a Segway.
I got to drive one once.
Really?
It is terrifying.
Yeah, apparently you can fall down in those.
You have to trust it so much. If you don't trust it, you're gonna fall flat on your face and die. It is terrifying. You get on it, and it's like it's like learning to ride a bike again. You're like you sit there, and the thing's like wobbling, and and it's just going back and forth, and you make the slightest move forward, and it fucking rockets forward. And it's...
you know, people have like dream houses in mind and stuff. And perhaps being from New York City has corrupted me on the idea of a dream house. I don't even really want to live in a house, to be honest with you. I think like a house is kind of lame and creaky.
What do you want to live in, like a hole or a tent or something?
Well, let me tell you. I've always had my dream house was to buy one of the old factories along the East River in Brooklyn.
Wow.
Yeah, and live in one of those. And my dream of living in one of those involved me having segways at multiple locations so that I can move around the factory with segways. How cool would that be? Wouldn't that be so cool? I think that'd be awesome.
The first thing that came to mind was like a Dr. Evil lair.
Yeah.
When you said segways.
It's a really big house. If you get a big enough house, you can segue around it.
Yeah,
are you gonna wear a jogging suit all day?
Like, well, yeah, clearly. But not only that, the thing is with the factory floor. Like they do have factory apartments actually, by the way, in New York because the factories don't run anymore. So they sell the land, but they keep the building because that's what New York does. The old tenement buildings in the Lower East Side, by the way, that used to have like 3 Italian families living in one small room, and they're still really small, and there's still walk-ups, and they're still shitty, but they're now like $4,000 a month. Because that's how New York is. But anyway, so they sell the thing about a factory building that if you live in is there's no like room distinctions. So there's no walls in the place. There are pillars, but you just move through this whole fucking massive area, and that's awesome to me. That must feel so freeing, is to move around your place, no walls anywhere. I mean, think about how much room in your house and apartment and stuff is taken up by walls. Why do I need a wall?
I love walls. Are you kidding me? I love walls.
I mean, I could use 4 walls. At 4 walls, that's like my cap. That's as many walls as I need in my life.
Hate privacy?
Yeah, like what if you want to have people over and then
how are you gonna poop with no
walls?
walls?
How are you gonna poop? Yeah.
Oh, well, you can put a little curtain around the bathroom area. That's what they do in those factories.
See, that's creepy. That's how you get murdered, though. Murderer, they gravitate towards curtains.
Yeah.
That's why
that's what the segways
you gotta make sure it's clear. All right, you're gonna get stabbed if you can't see out the
every
shower.
time. It's totally true.
It happens.
I've had this thought hundreds of times.
Really?
Yeah, curtains. That's where murderers go.
Imagine an orgy party with no walls. How cool would that be?
You would probably be able to coordinate them to all be in the same room, Rob.
Yeah, if you're gonna have an orgy, you probably planned way ahead at that point.
You'd be surprised.
You just have surprise orgies?
Yeah, it is surprise orgies
this
sometimes.
fucking thing happen?
You guys just have an orgy right now? I mean, I know there's a bunch of dudes, but fucking whatever. It's not gay or anything.
told by Cards Against Humanity, because there's a Cards Against Humanity card called Convention Sluts. I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently it's such a thing that it's a Cards Against Humanity card.
I don't know that. I think that
Don't
was a
give that
custom
too much
card.
credence, man. Like,
Yeah.
not everything in Cards Against Humanity is good advice.
What,
There's
you
a
don't
lot
think
of
the biggest
things in
blackest
Cards
dick
Against Humanity that are
would be the
not recommended.
Was
You mean-
there's like circus penis or something?
Oh my god, the
that's what it's
circus.
like,
What is it called?
I can't remember, but I know, and it's hilarious.
I
And
know
then there's the one about the wheel that breaks off and rolls into the water.
Mm.
I don't remember Cards Against Humanity very well.
I'm in the deck now. That feels pretty good. I didn't know about that until like very recently. Well, not in the official, obviously, but on the
Right.
their thing.
You go on an adventure when you play with every one of the custom decks, though.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Just pick the NL one, really, and like all the expansion packs, and you're good.
Yeah. I'm in the NL one. I'm surprised. It's weird because like when we were doing that all the time on like the NLSS, I wasn't in there, but now I'm in there.
Is there a card that says "Did you know voices"?
I actually don't think that there is that one. I don't think they have that, but they have just alpacapatrol in there, and it's like, oh, that's makes me feel good.
It would be blank. He fucking knows voices.
He's just fucking no. You know, I also found out that I have a Wikitubia page, which I had no idea that I had, and I looked it up.
That'll happen.
And on the trivia,
You say you're from Seattle?
No, but it does say he fucking knows voices. That's just the truth. That's just the truth, is what the second sentence is for that.
It's really weird that I just said that once, and this is now such a thing. Like, I did not mean for this to be a
And
thing.
it's weird because Rob's good at impressions and things, but it's not like it was a thing before then.
Well, the line of thinking that I had when I said this is Rob knows acting stuff, right? I knew that. He's, like, involved with theater, and he does a lot of impressions. I've heard him do his voices in, like, Star Wars and stuff. So saying Rob knows voices did not mean the thing that the world seemed to think
It was just
meant.
the way you said that. You just like, he fucking knows voices, dude.
Fucking knows voices.
Like, whoa, we need to be careful here. He knows voices.
I'm gonna be immortalized on my plaque, or on my tombstone.
Dude, if
He
you had a
knew
plaque
voices.
that says,
He fucking knew voices. That's just the fucking truth.
I would feel awkward about that because it means I, like, shaped your entire existence by saying a thing offhandedly. I don't like that.
Hey, I'm fine with that. That sounds amazing.
All right.
yeah, I mean, if you're okay with knowing voices, man. No,
I guess I'll be fine with it, too, then.
Yeah.
Well,
Guys,
Poosh
you've
has stopped
doubled.
working. Yeah, yeah, I know.
We've
Yeah.
like doubled the magic episode with
Yeah.
the ending.
That's fine. That was a shitty game.
It was a
Right?
really shitty.
I think. Well, fuck you guys. It's shitty for you two, but I won. So
Yeah, no, it's shitty for you, too, actually.
That was
Yeah, the band
amazing
hate-
for me. Anyway,
You
yeah,
for
that's,
Edge and Bono.
This is magic. This is good. This is good magic.
Oh, magic. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to come back again. New episodes Mondays and Fridays. So we'll see you on Friday.
Bye.
Bye!
Ah,
Awkward silence.
bye.
Is that